Okay. Woo. All right. Today we talking about taking responsibility for everything that happens in your life. Not necessarily taking the blame, because some things that happen in life weren't your fault, but take responsibility for correcting it and fixing it. Your money ain't right, it's on you. Get it right. Your body ain't right, it's on you. Get it right. Your blood levels ain't right. Blood sugar high, insulin, cholesterol, anything you see that you know ain't right, you got to get it right. Obviously, some people have genetic issues when it comes to being a pre-diabetic, a diabetic. But you got to take responsibility for fixing it. My pop wasn't there. The shortcomings that being a boy growing up in Philly during the 80s, 90s, the dope game, everything is there. And not having a pop, was not an ideal situation. However, I have to take responsibility for making sure I'm gonna be straight, period. So I just say, take responsibility. It ain't the white man's fault. It ain't my daddy's fault. It ain't the Philadelphia school system's fault. It ain't my mother's fault. I feel like it ain't necessarily my fault, but I gotta get it right. I gotta live his life, and I gotta do what I gotta do to fix it. And if it's somebody else's fault, or responsibility, then it's on them. And if they don't come back to fix you, then you pretty much screwed. I ain't with all that. You know what I mean? I feel like I gotta do what I gotta do, and you can do what you gotta do to get to where you gotta be. And you gotta take responsibility, even though it may not be your fault. You know what I mean? That different things didn't happen, but it'd be your fault at the end of the day if you don't get what you wanted to get out of life. So I just say, take responsibility. I ain't trying to hear, is this person didn't show up, this person didn't, do whatever in this area of life. I ain't with it. You know what I mean? I don't try to hear it from my sons, from siblings, you know what I mean, where they always got some excuse. Talked to one of my siblings about exercise. They started going into how I was in the Marines, and that's why I exercise like I do. And I'm like, well, it actually, what prepared me for the Marines was that I always played not youth sports, but sports growing up. Back in the day, we ran and we was outside playing tag. And then when I got to middle school, where I didn't have to pay, because I wanted to play youth sports, but my mom didn't have the money. And, I played sports, track, basketball, and then football in high school throughout my whole scholastic years. So going into the service, I was already in pretty good shape. Then I went to the Marines, and yeah, that kept me on that journey. And then I got away from it, but for the most of my life, I've had physical fitness was a part of what I did, but that's not the reason why you're not working out. This person went into a service branch too. They exercised there too. Come on, don't start, saying why this ain't happening, why that ain't happening. So, I'm rambling now. I'm done. Till the next time, peace. This was day 59. Coming along.